It's my passion, and it's gotten me recognized from Cumberland Valley Volunteer Firemen's Association, which is actually the nonprofit part of Emergency Responder Safety Institute. Um, and they do amazing stuff. Um, so I was invited to Utah, and then she called me up shortly after that, and invited me to their event for next year in Utah, and also invited me to Las Vegas Tow Show and WAGs as well. And they're going to give us each a table, and then I'm going to set some stuff up for responder safety and a couple other nonprofits that I will back. I don't back many nonprofits. Emergency responders, again, is a national organization. A lot of your federal and your state DOTs get numbers through what they calculate. So
statistics are important.
Yes, there's the other thing that's important too, to their work and their data that they need to collect is near misses and minor struck bys. A lot of you guys out there, somebody will brush you with a mirror. That needs to be reported.
And at least to them for the statistics.
And you could go on reportstruckby.com, and it'll take you up. It'll open up a form, and you can fill that form out. And that form can be, you could be anonymous, but it's very important because they do get some funding, but the government actually just cut back their funding. So last year alone, I had them send out more than $5,000 worth of public education material to different tow companies across the country. Their cap this year was $5,000 total across the board. So now that limits me to the amount of material that I can send out. So my goal this year, and I've talked to some big sponsors here at the tow show to try to get some sponsorship so that we can buy more of this public education material so that I can continue sending this stuff out and getting the awareness out. So there will be some things coming up in the near future where people, general people can just donate. Every dollar helps, because it's right now it's like 70 or 60% of the general public does not know that this is happening or that it's even a law.
I have a coworker that my day job, we deliver wheels.
Right.
He comes to midday, he's back in, he's all pissed off. What happened? He's like, I got a move over ticket.
Good
he
deal.
Sure did. And I said, man, good for you, buddy.
Right.
He was like, F you. I said, what do you mean? I said, you could have murdered that person.
Right.
So you're on your phone, you're not paying attention, you're in a giant, big ass E450 van, 350, whatever, full size, heavy duty van.
Right.
I said, if you wouldn't have moved over and the wind would have blown him over or blown your big van over, it could have been catastrophic.
Right.
So for you to pay, I don't know, I forget what it is, $150, I think it's the first one in Florida.
Right.
I think. I said,
I don't know what Florida is.
That is a small price to pay for you now to know. And besides the point, every tow truck, the back of 30% of your semis, school buses, almost every vehicle that drives down the road that's commercial nowadays, I bet 30% of them have a sticker on the back. And in Florida, on the expressways and a lot of your signs that have big billboards, digital billboards, a lot of them flash move over. It's the law.
Yeah, it's starting to get better with the awareness, but we need each individual towing first responder. But see, we also need to police our own industry, because I've been on scenes where guys into other companies' tow trucks are blowing by me. Like, that's not acceptable. We all know the law if you're a tow truck driver, or at least you should. So I have a video in the city of Philadelphia a couple of years ago, and I actually had a Haas alert. I have a Haas alert unit, which is a great unit that actually alerts people through mapping software that we're on the shoulder. And I had it activated, and you could see everybody was moving over. And then at some point in the video, you see a Philadelphia police officer come over 3 lanes and hammer down the empty lane, which I was backing up a PennDOT worker that was loading up a vehicle, and that's unacceptable. You're a police officer. You fall within the slow down, move over family, and so you need to abide by them rules as well. I mean, just because you fall in there does not give you an exemption from speeding by a tow truck or a police officer or somebody working on a shoulder with lights. So, and it applies, the law in Pennsylvania, it applies to four-way flashers as well.
You mentioned Haas.
Yes.
We all happen to be friends with everybody at Haas.
Yes.
But besides being their friends, they have a fantastic system that helps people save lives.
Yes, they do.
They're at pretty much every tow show. Unfortunately, we don't get to see Tom as often as we used to.
Devin and Tom, they did an amazing job at promoting
You can't leave out Logan.
Logan, yes, Logan's new. I think he started last year with them.
Mm-hmm.
He's, but yes, they do have an amazing, and it does work. I mean, I have testimonial videos through in my TikToks, which is Tow Ninja 68 on TikTok.
Everybody go follow Tow Ninja. I don't call him John too often. People
No, he doesn't.
Hey, where's John? I was like,
he comes in drunk. Tow Ninja.
Yeah, so that's like somebody come up to me and said they just seen Brian.
Right.
I don't call him Brian. He's not even my phone. You're not my phone as John. He's not.
Well, you're in my phone as Big Stiffy.
Yeah.
And when I got a customer in a car and I'm driving and he calls me and it says, Big Stiffy calling, Big Stiffy calling. I'm like, all right, we got to hang that one up.
Yeah, I get that quite a lot. Now that we've talked about